constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Let's talk for a minute confident about LSU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
From the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Direct snap. And some room to work. And he'll be smacked to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Got room to work. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas? Gets loose in the middle. The tap. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slithers into space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU right back to the line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Chuck looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. No huddle here for the offense. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness, Run the ball, baby.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Makes the grab on third. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. These two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They want to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Dykes. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a fourth down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Pulls and fires complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snap it to the back. Fighting off the defender. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Motion from the back. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Returner runs out of bounds.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy to the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Fowler. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground. He wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Samuel. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dykes. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. This is a design run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the ground with the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Going to sling it on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Return runs out of bounds.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Dykes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Etienne. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU quick to the line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's nice. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Snagged out of the air.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Barmore. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.